You have spent a lifetime dancing for the approval of shadows, rehearsing lines in front of mirrors, like a beggar, pleading for a scrap of attention. Your social interactions have felt like a performance on a stage made of thin glass, waiting for the inevitable moment it all finally shatters into pieces. The modern world sells you a version of charisma that is nothing more than a cheap, plastic mask designed to hide your internal exhaustion and fears. They tell you to stand taller, to smile wider, and to use specific words to trick others into liking your hollow, empty, and depleted shell. Before we go deeper into semen retention mastery, subscribe to this channel and join our Telegram community. Link below. You'll get guidance, insights, and exclusive updates designed to accelerate your growth. Stay connected to your discipline, focus, and transformation begin right here. But there is a rot beneath the mask that no amount of social engineering can ever truly hide from those who are truly paying attention. People sense the desperation in your eyes, a frantic need to be seen that acts as a repellent to the very respect you so deeply seek. True charisma is not an action you perform. It is the natural radiation of a soul that has finally stopped leaking its own vital energy. When you commit to the path of retention, you are essentially plugging the holes in your vessel, allowing your internal pressure to rise toward the stars. Stop trying to be the light in the room and realize that you have become the gravity that pulls the room toward you in silence. The moment you stop begging for a seat at the table is the exact moment the world begins to wonder who truly owns the entire building. This is the power of the semen retention aura, a biological and spiritual force that renders all pickup lines and social hacks completely obsolete and unnecessary. You are no longer performing for the world. The world is now watching a man who finally has something worth watching in his eyes. When you retain, your body begins to prioritize the systems that make you a leader, flooding your blood with the chemical blueprints of total masculine authority. Your voice drops an octave, your skin clears, and your gaze becomes a physical force that other people find impossible to easily look away from. The trying is what kills your magnetism, because trying implies that you are currently lacking something that you must somehow obtain from the external world. The man on retention lacks nothing, for he is a closed loop of power that generates its own warmth and its own brilliant, golden, internal light. You will notice that you no longer feel the urge to fill every silence with nervous chatter or forced laughter to make others feel comfortable. You become comfortable with the silence, and in that stillness, you find that others are the ones who begin to scramble to impress you instead. Charisma is simply the outward flow of a high-vibration internal state that is so abundant it cannot be contained within the boundaries of the skin. By protecting your seed, you are accumulating a wealth of energy that people can sense from several feet away, like the heat of a fire. There's a suspenseful quality to a man who says very little but possesses a presence that says everything that needs to be heard. You move through the world with a deliberate, rhythmic grace that suggests you are the only person who truly knows where the exit and entrance are. Women are especially tuned to the frequency of a man who does not need their validation to feel like a complete and powerful human being. Tei Sensei, the aura of the non-chaser, a vibration that is more intoxicating than the most expensive cologne or the most clever, rehearsed, and shallow romantic poem. The world is tired of the triad energy that defines the modern masculine experience, a constant state of performance that leaves everyone feeling empty. You are the antidote to this fatigue, a man who is so grounded in his own reality that others want to reside there. Yoro acts as a filter, removing the need for you to sift through people, to find those who are worthy of your time and effort. The Hivali individuals will naturally gravitate toward your light, while the parasites will find your intensity far too uncomfortable to stay near for long. Stop reading the books on how to win friends, and start writing the story of your own internal victory over the lower, animalistic self. The most charismatic version of you is the one that exists when you are no longer a slave to the cycle of craving and regret. You will find that you are no longer intimidated by the status of others, for your aura provides a level of self-assurance that is truly unshakable. Whether you are speaking to a king or a commoner, your frequency remains steady, calm, and powerfully focused on the present, holy moment. There is a deep, emotional relief in letting go of the performance and allowing your natural, retained energy to do the heavy lifting for you. You can finally breathe, knowing that your presence is enough to command respect and attraction without any further effort or manipulation on your part. As the months of retention pass, your aura becomes so dense that it starts to affect the physical reality around you in strange, beautiful ways. Opportunities seem to fall into your lap, and people offer you favors you didn't even know you needed. Drawn by your silent, magnetic weight, you are no longer a salesman of your own personality. You have become the product that everyone is desperately trying to find a way to buy. This shift in polarity is the ultimate secret of the sovereign man, the one who has finally claimed his throne within his soul. The suspense of your life becomes a series of doors opening before you have even reached for the handle to turn it for yourself. You walk through life with the quiet confidence of a man who knows that the universe is currently rearranging itself to accommodate his new high-vibration presence. Your charisma becomes a tool for leadership, a way to inspire and lift those around you without ever having to say a word of ego. People follow you not because you told them to, but because they want to experience the strength of the energy that you are carrying. There is a subtle hum in the air when you speak, a vibration that resonates in the chests of those who are listening to you. Each word you utter is backed by the weight of your discipline, making your smallest observation feel like a revelation of the highest, most sacred truth. The emotional end of this process is the realization that you were always enough, but you were just too depleted to see it or feel it. You weep for the years you spent trying to earn a place in the world, realizing that the world was always waiting for you. The suspense of the path is the realization that you are still growing, still accumulating power, and still refining the edges of your magnetic field. You are a masterpiece in progress, a living testament to the fact that a man can truly be reborn through the fire of his discipline. You look at the men who are still trying to be charismatic, and you feel a deep, quiet pity for their exhausted, performing, and empty souls. You want to tell them the secret, but you know that the secret must be earned in the dark, through the pain of self. Your aura is now your guardian, your messenger, and your most loyal friend in a world that is often cold and very confusingly dark. It speaks for you when you are silent, and it protects you when you are vulnerable. A shimmering shield of gold, iron, and fire. The journey leads you to a place of total authenticity, where there is no gap between who you are and what the world perceives. You are a unified entity, a man of such intense integrity that your very existence is an act of defiance against the shallow modern age. The goosebumps return as you realize that you have finally become the man you always dreamed of being, without having to change a single word. You are the retained man, the master of the aura, and the one who has finally learned to let the energy speak for itself. As you close your eyes at night, you feel the warmth of your own presence, a steady fire that will never be extinguished by the world. You are at peace, you are powerful, and you are finally, for the first time in your life, truly and completely, unshakably charismatic. The screen of your old life has finally gone dark, replaced by a reality that is more vivid and beautiful than anything you imagined. You are the architect of the aura, the king of the silent command, and the one who has finally won the game of human attraction.